What is going on, guys? Dick here with another video, and today we are going to be installing another product from Carbon Maride. Now I have had this for a while now, however I've not had the time to install it, and I've got my neighbour who's going to be giving me a hand to be able to put this on. So of course you guys have seen it I think before. They now do official gloss black grills, which this is going to look amazing. Now you guys know that my original one I wrapped it, but you know I've got a couple of like stone chips on it on the vinyl due to driving on the motorway a lot, so it's nice to be able to freshen it up to something brand new and also officially gloss black underneath. It's not grey. So let's get to the front and let's get this installed. Got a couple of bolts we need to take out. Got the one in there, this bolt as well. There's also a trim in here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's a trim in here. We're gonna have to pull these out. There's like a little slidey rack. We yank that out to be able to pull the whole front bumper. So ideally, you guys know we need to take all this off. Just pull this off a lot better. So they're the ones we're taking out.
So by this point, me and Matt had a thorough look at the car. Certain parts of the front bumper looked like it was connected, which other parts looked like they were separate. So we was trying to find the best way to be able to remove it safely, but also the quickest. And we just began by removing all the bolts inside the engine bay, which we knew were connected to the front bumper.
So on these ones we got, how many we got in here? 2?
1, 2 and 3 up here, I think.
3. So these 3 need to all come off from the trim. So once you take this little trim out, guys, you need to go behind it, and there's another one sitting right up there. Guys, I'm trying to get it to show you, but it's a bit dark. Oh, there we go, we can see it. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
there might be another one. Yeah, there might be 2. There's usually 2, and
so
there's just 1.
Once Matt took off this bolt, we analysed the front bumper again, and we realised that there's a top section of the bumper we can actually remove separately, and everything that you guys have just seen us do, we actually didn't need to do. But let me explain to you a little bit more on the next clip.
Okay guys, so we've managed to make progress now. We've pretty much almost got the grill out. However, you guys saw in the previous clip we was taking this side out because we had a couple of T20, was it T20s you said? A couple of T25 bolts in here put in. However, it is on actual clips, but again we wanted to make sure it was on clips before we yanked anything out. However, before we started taking this whole front bumper off, we realized that this top section, it's actually separate compared to the rest of the part. So we've managed to be able to take a couple of bolts out from the inside, and then it's actually on clips in here. You guys can probably see it. This is actually again also on clips with this plastic trim inside, and we've managed to actually pretty much get the whole this section lifted up. So now the goal is to be able to just get into the clip section in here and just pull all these off, and then we should be able to take the whole front grille out without having to take the physical entire front bumper off, which is going to be beneficial and a lot easier.
So we tried to remove the grille surround by just having this top section kind of like just floating. However, the grille has 2 sets of clips, so it was extremely hard. We also tried to take this section off, but it was really hard to pull off. The Seat has done some solid clips inside as well. We were searching for some more clips that we needed to pull out to be able to remove this piece, and eventually we did end up finding it.
I want it. So let's try and get this.
Is this part? Is this a clip? Look in here. This little section.
There's a clip.
There's a clip in it. These are the ones you press by looks of it. Yes. Oh, there we go.
Use it together.
Yeah. Is there another one there in the middle?
2.
Yeah. Let's press this in. And then let me. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, baby.
Oh my days.
Yeah, holding that on. Clip there, look. Clip there, clip there, clip there, clip there.
Yeah, but can we not? Oh, still got. How do? Yeah, look, there's the flipping, there's the grill.
Yeah.
But can we not just press it on that?
That is one.
So we've taken the Mono Brown looking thing at the front of the car out now completely. Matt's in there looking at the clips, pretty much pulling them off now. As you guys can see, it's coming out. Of course, you guys can tell that it's wrapped from when I did it in a previous video. If you do break any of these clips, obviously try not to in case you want to put it back to stock, but if you do break them, it's all right because you're replacing it with carbon rides, gloss black, grill surround. But yeah, these clips are absolutely fidgety and they're really hard to pull out, so take your time, don't rush the process. But yeah, we've already got a wound in there, as you guys can see. So yeah, hopefully we'll catch up with you guys once we've taken this completely out, and then we're going to install the new grill on. Alright guys, so we have officially taken out the grill. It's fully out. However, it didn't come out how we expected it to come out, because it ended up like this. As you guys can see, it pretty much snapped to the bottom. Top bit was a lot easier to take out, bottom bit was absolutely solid, and that is just because the clips are just extremely hard to take out. Now, if you do want to keep the grill, which I don't know why you would, because you're swapping it for a brand new one anyway, is you would have to take this other section out completely, but taking out just the top section was a lot easier, less time consuming. Obviously we learned over there that we didn't have to take out that arch, but in here it's pretty much looking ready to install. Nothing in here got damaged, so these at the top were a lot easier to pull out, just because we had the access through the top in this side, because we did lift this whole plastic trim up, we did lift all that up. But yeah, overall that's pretty much how you would do it. It's taking out the front lip in there, this one which we have, to be able to install it. It's not really a complicated job on getting to this point. The hardest part of it is taking the grill out. And I think me and Matt both learned that see how to do some really hard clips.
Double row of clips, that's what it is. It makes it difficult.
Yep, exactly. They do double row of clips, which don't know why. I mean, I get it, more secure, but
One for the grill and one for to hold it to the actual body itself.
yeah. So but we managed to get it, and then we're getting all these stuff put back on now on the car, and then we're gonna go clip it on. Easy job, and then just put all the rest of the screws back and all the clips and everything what needs to get back into the car. So yeah.
What's that beat? We've also got to try and that has got to go underneath that.
Let me get this little plastic, put that there.
So that's got to go underneath that. Oh, what was that? Got to go underneath that.
Now, just like everything would say, it was quite difficult to put it back on. It was quite difficult to take it out, and now to put it back in, it was a little bit more challenging, because there were certain clips underneath that we had to hook it underneath to then be able to put this little eyebrow lip down from the front bumper. It took us quite a while, and we still couldn't get it, so then we had to resort to removing it again, and the plastic trim that you see that's connected to the top bit, we had to remove that completely to be able to install it in different sections.
Alright guys, so we've been struggling to try and put this back on, and the reason being is because we need to separate this plastic trim that Matt's putting back on, this in here, we need to separate it from that, because it wouldn't allow us to be able to get the clips that you guys can see at the front inside these little parts. So we managed to take it out carefully.
Whilst these ones were in to this,
yes,
it wouldn't let us roll the clips in.
Yeah.
Say it, I've proper stopped you from being able to do anything on your own vehicle.
Yeah, pretty much. So now that we've managed to get this back on, these as well, you need to be super careful, because you have to bend it in to be able to get it back inside. There's like almost like a crab clip between two of them. You have to put it inside that in between to be able to put the screw back on. But yes, there we go. This is a good example. You have to put it in between.
And get a little something.
Put it in. And then drag it in and make sure you can see the hole. Yeah, hole all the way through for the screw. Boom, there we go.
Separating this part of the bumper from the plastic trim was a great idea, because it allowed us to be able to put it back a lot easier. Now when you guys are reinstalling this eyebrow looking thing from the front bumper. Ensure you are very careful because you have to align the clips correctly, and you don't want to snap any of these clips because of course you want to put it on back and make sure it holds on. But yeah, take your time. Once we applied this, then we was able to put all these bolts back on, reconnect everything that we needed to do, and the job was officially done. So as long as you guys follow this video and you take your time with it, it's not as hard. We obviously had to learn through this process what we could take out, what we couldn't, but if we was to do this again, I think we'll be able to do it a lot faster. It was finally the time to install the grill, and I was really looking forward to this. Now make sure that you align the clips correctly, but once you've got it aligned, to be honest, it's really simple. All you have to do is just, you know, give it a good little hit. The top bit of the grill is a lot easier to press in. The lower bit is a little bit more fragile. However, you just have to be a little bit more rough with it and push it in. If you've got someone else there helping you can hold the inside of the grill while someone else, you know, gives it a good little whack at it. But overall, it was the simplest part of it. Carbon Moride's gloss black grill. It's amazing quality. It's got a good shine to it and just makes the car look a lot better. So if you guys want to grab yourself one of these grill surrounds, use my code DAICKERSVIDEOS for 10% off your order, and go check out and follow Carbon Moride.
Well guys, that is the end of today's video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. Now if you want to get your own grill surround, go check out Carbon Moride. Use my code DAICKERSVIDEOS for 10% of your order. I'm getting the car ready for tracks, so there's plenty more mods coming up and you guys do not want to miss out. So if you want to stay tuned to all the videos coming up, hit that subscribe button, also hit that like button on this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.